Hi, my name is Tao Piano, and I'm a Senior Product Specialist here at Teradyne. Let's get you started with IG Link in just 5 minutes. As our devices get more complicated, so does our test program. So we need a way to be able to break these large test programs down into smaller, manageable units, like subprograms. Subprograms can really represent any level of test program abstraction, from different IP blocks, types of tests, code libraries, test insertions, you name it. To create a new IG Link project, IG Link has a new project wizard that you can use that will help guide you through the process. And it'll also create some template sheets for you. But most of you are probably wondering, how do I do this from an existing test program? So let's go over how to do that. I copied these files over from the training materials for this demo. One thing I want to point out is if you were to go and import the existing test program with this method, it's going to put all of your sheets and source code into the common code section. And you probably don't want to do that. You're going to have to spend time separating it anyways and then re-importing it back into IG Link. So I recommend starting with the folder structure first with the common code and individual subprograms, and then importing it into a brand new IG Link project. So let's show you how this is done. Click on File, New, IG Link Project. Give our project a name, SOC123. And from here you can see the high-level project components we have. We have the common code and sheets, subprograms, jobs, and workbooks. Jobs is a collection of subprograms you want to run, and workbook is a collection of jobs. Now let's go ahead and add our common sheets. You can right-click, insert items, but since I'm here, I can also navigate to my source file, select all, and drag and drop. Okay, let's go add our subprogram. Right-click, insert subprogram, give it a name, SPCore2. Do I have files? Yes, I do. Add all of them. Okay, and there we go. Another way of adding subprograms is adding an existing subprogram. So let's say an IP developer created a self-contained IG Link subprogram. You can add it in this way. We can right-click and add an existing subprogram, but I know in this lab, SPCore1 has one. So let's go ahead and take this and drag and drop it here. This icon is a link to a subprogram. And this is an embedded subprogram where you can see the files. You can actually click on this link and it'll open up a new IG Link instance and shows you the file of just the subprogram. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the subprograms now. Sometimes in our test programs, we have XLA files. So let me show you how to do them. You can navigate to our XLA file, or you can say right click. I'm going to add this to the common sheets, insert item, and add it here. One thing I do want to point out is you want to make sure you change this property from use relative path to true. All right, let's go ahead and add some jobs. Right click, add a job. I want to debug all cores and run dual site. Maybe add another job to just run core 2. Maybe this one I want to run single site. And let's go ahead and click save. To generate a test program, click here. And you have a variety of different options. You can generate from a subprogram, job, or workbook. Here I'm just going to select the job. I'm going to debug all, load in IGXL, and I will validate as well. I can use the default name, save. All right, it's loaded and validated my test program. Now let's go ahead and make some changes. I'm going to uncomment this, and maybe uncomment this. Compile. Now you want to click on the Oasis ribbon and click on this export button. And it'll show you what files have been changed. You can select this and compare. And yes, I did uncomment this. So let's go ahead and export. And there we go. Now this was just a quick video to get you started with IG Link. IG Link has so many great features, and you can get more information by looking at my info on eKnowledge.